welcome to the Regular Joes podcast. I'm Dave Pisani.
I'm Barry Kay.
I'm Todd Pleasant.
Yeah, and I'm Brian Mix.
We almost have everyone here.
Missed by that much.
Missed by that much.
We did try.
Yeah. But, we mentioned last week, it's today, as of today, Barry, the keeper of all dates, we started podcasting, or what happened, our first
Right, so
show.
on May 18th, 13 years ago, we released our very first episode. So today, as we record this, is the 13th anniversary of the release of our first show.
There you go. So 13 years, and for those counting, 620 is this episode number. And I have no regrets whatsoever.
13 years and 250 sideshow figures. How many between the three of you? How many do you think sideshow figures have you bought?
I don't
13
have
years?
that. No, it's Hot Toys, by the way.
Hot Toys. Sorry.
I know others, but
Todd, what are you
I don't
at?
have.
I am 135-ish, 140-ish.
And I think I'm 140-ish. So between us, we have
we're
almost
pretty close. I mean, we compared
almost
lists
300
last year, and
I may have 50. I don't. I've been spending my money on original props for the past 25 years. So
So you just like to think you have been.
I bought an original Stormtrooper helmet out of the back of Toy Shop magazine.
that's right. I remember you
Dave
telling us
Mandel.
that.
No, that wasn't me. Oh, sorry.
He thinks he's Dave Mandel now.
Yeah.
Listen, when it comes to collecting, we'd all like to be Dave Mandel, but we can't
Yeah,
all
yes.
be.
True. Right.
Can't all be. Yeah, collectors of many things. Yeah, he has quite the collection. But so we been 13 years. We're doing a lot of different stuff. So Brian's been super busy. So we'll catch up with him on all things Star Trek and Shuttlecraft and all that stuff, and some other stuff. But we mentioned last week. We'll mention again. We're going to Brian, Barry, Dave going to Wonderfest. We look forward to that. As this releases, it will be a week. So we'll be there the 29th through the 1st.
Yes.
So that should be a lot of
Looking
fun.
forward to it. And if any of you are going to be there, please let us know. Or if you don't let us know in advance, try to find us there, track us down.
Yeah.
Looking forward to meeting some new people.
Yeah,
And,
we know some friends of the show are going to be there.
we've got a bunch of people that we know are going to be there, but we're looking forward to it. It was a great show last year, so I'm really looking
it was a
forward
lot
to
of
it
fun.
again.
Yeah, so let's go.
And we might even, I know Brian had things entered in the contest last year, but I think Dave and I might even have stuff in the contest this year.
Yeah.
Yes, mine will be done. Yes, I don't.
Barry's is already in a box.
Mine's in a box in Brian's
in my
house.
basement. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be there.
Everything that I
fragile.
said on my list of things to do, this is a big obstacle. I think I'm through all the big obstacles.
Nice.
It'll probably be something small and stupid that hangs you up. Like
Yeah.
That is always
Yeah.
the way. Yeah.
Like, how do I plug it in? Shit. Yeah.
Oh, wait, it needs
Yeah.
power?
How do I plug
Well,
it in again?
I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. But me and Brian had breakfast on Monday, and was it Monday? And he drew a power grid for me of how we should split up all the wires and stuff. So
On the back of a diner placemat.
placemat, yes.
That's how some of the greatest
Yeah.
inventions
Yeah.
were created.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll be working. I'm really looking to get to that. It's funny. I said I'm gonna be done. No one who's listening, and even half the people on this podcast know what it is. But I am making the audio video device from Robinson Crusoe on Mars, and everyone's like, "What?" But
Greatest
I
movie
think
of all time.
it is
It's
Barry doesn't
really
like it.
famous for really few people. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's so funny. We were at this Wonderfest last year, and I don't know why we were talking about it. And then we were talking to your friend Glenn,
Yeah, Glenn. Yeah.
and then another guy is like, "Oh, Robinson Crusoe on Mars." So I think if anywhere in the world,
Yes.
this show is the crowd
One
for
show.
it.
Yeah, it is.
So-
Yeah, absolutely.
And all you need is like, you'll have more, but I'm just saying all you need is 4 or 5 people to go, oh my God, I can't believe somebody finally made this thing. Like it's
Yeah.
not a it's not a found object kind of prop. I mean,
I
this
don't
is a
think it is at
bespoke-
all. I have looked and looked and looked. Even with AI and stuff now, I have looked. It's not a found. How I give them a lot of having poured over all the details of that. I don't know how they made it. I mean, there's some things. I'll show this, but I'll grab it. This is just the sort of the cover plate. It'll all be buttons, but there's stuff on here like solar power and video and camera. This thing was made in 1963 or 4.
Yeah.
They were thinking solar power, and this device does have a solar power on the back panel. So it was pretty ingenious, whoever actually made this thing.
Well, and we will do a Wonderfest wrap-up, and that's where you'll find out whether Dave was arrested for trying to take this thing on an airplane.
Yes.
Or what? Because I'm on the same plane as Dave, so I'm either making it there by myself, or somehow that device is making it through
Hey,
security.
I have one of my tricorders, one of my working tricorders, and it's full of electronics and batteries and stuff, and it sailed right through the X-ray machinery.
Okay,
So
that's
That's
a
true,
fifth
it's
the
tiny,
size of
yeah.
what Dave.
The trickiest part of this is going to be, and I do have like the power cord. I decided to do without. It runs off of plutonium, so I think it's much more efficient. So hopefully that's not going to be a problem.
I hope that you acquired it through better means than Doc Brown.
Yeah, I actually I met people at the Jefferson Valley Mall to pick it up from.
Next version will have a Mr. Fusion on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
totally.
we'll see.
So
But
anyway,
anyways, it'll be fun,
Wonderfest
and I'll
should be
have
a lot of fun.
maybe next week I'll be further along. All the sort of outside stuff are pretty much done. I just have to put all the switches and stuff and lights and wire it. And,
Yeah, get out your soldering iron. Yep.
yeah.
I think they spent more money on that prop making that movie than they did all the special effects combined in that movie. So
The special effect, the stuff in that movie are
Barry.
one step beyond.
You're treading on sacred ground.
It's one. Was it one step beyond
imagination.
actual reality or whatever? Present reality.
Present
One
reality.
step beyond present reality.
Yeah,
So
that's right. That's right.
That's
And
one of
it-
those movies I heard about from you for years that you're like, oh my God, I love that movie. I love that movie. When I finally watched it, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, but the special effects in that movie
Like
and
Barry, like Highlander.
Just like Highlander, yes.
the special effects in Robinson Crusoe on Mars and the special effects in Willow, when you imagine the time between those two movies, it should have been a lot. I mean, come on.
Do not besmirch my Phil Tippett.
Yeah.
anyway, so
Anyway.
we'll be doing that. That'll be fun. But let's go some random.
And by
Brian,
the
what
way,
do you
I have
got?
163 figures on display.
I was
we
wondering
saw
why
you
your head was
counting.
busy
Yeah,
at the
no,
moment.
he's like,
counting.
this is wrong. This has got to be wrong because I stopped counting before I started buying the Star Trek figures.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's 163. God, that's depressing. Okay.
Wait, does that include your GI Joes too?
No, it's
Oh.
it's Hot Toys or related things. So like So Toys and all the all those kind of things. But it's 163. And the biggest expansion, like I said, has been 22 Star Trek figures. So yeah.
Which we never thought, going back 10 years ago, we never thought we'd have.
God, no.
that
Yeah,
many.
Star Trek figures, yeah.
Which is awesome. Yep.
Yeah, thank God that they made everyone in the maroon uniform
And thank
except for the
God.
people you want.
There's now a figure of the random transporter operator who we only saw once and he never had a name. They're going to make his figure next month. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But, yeah, no, when you figure, those Iron Man, Black Widows, Batman, it's like that alone is just stupid. So, yep.
So, being our anniversary, I always fashioned myself like Johnny Carson. And back in the old days, Johnny Carson would sometimes have random guests show up. So we may actually have that happening tonight.
Okay.
But in the meantime, let's go some random and we'll see if anyone shows up. Brian, what do you got?
All right, so this weekend was our first fulfillment day for Galileo, the Galileo Shuttlecraft. we got a whole bunch of our friends together up in Ticonderoga.
Look at that, everybody! Brian, hold that special guest, Derryl DePriest.
Look at that. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Brian,
No, we're
keep going,
good.
man.
I was saying it's just like Johnny Carson when when Don Rickles just showed up out of nowhere.
I was thinking Paul Lynde, but Don Rickles.
Yes.
Yes.
30 seconds ago, Daryl, they were just talking about how many figures they have on display. Do you have any idea how
And
many
then
figures
Daryl
you have on
shows up
display?
with a wall
Daryl.
behind him.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few. So, Barry, you have 150 Hot Toys, I think, and in this room, I probably have, 300, 400 vintage Joes. Todd probably has a better handle because he helped me set all these things up and
Yes.
and all this stuff. So,
Oh, man, what a
Yeah.
room.
All right, so
It's
for
a
full
Joe
disclosure,
Museum.
Daryl was on with us before, but before we started recording, and then we started the show without him because he was having internet trouble. But he's back.
He's back.
He's back. Yes.
yep.
He's back.
So we
So
were
anyway,
with Brian.
we started
Brian.
our fulfillment weekend, and I got all the stuff. So I'm gonna do a little I'm wearing the shirt. I swear it's the Galileo T-shirt. Looks like this. It's got
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
that's the Michael Okuda design on the front.
That's a
and-
great shirt.
And
That's
the back
great.
is that's Darren Dockerman did the back of that shirt. And what do we got? The hats came out really cool.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
those are nice.
Galileo hat.
I like the brim with the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
brim.
brim, yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice. Yep.
Let's see the
came out
back.
really nice.
Can we see the back?
The back is Velcro closer.
Velcro. Nice.
Okay.
We haven't
This is
even
the-
seen these. We've seen the T-shirts.
Yeah,
but-
this is the Darren Dockerman pin.
Oh wow, it's
That's
bigger
way
than
bigger than I
I thought.
thought it was.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
It's made to be, as if you were wearing like a
Yeah.
Starfleet emblem. This is
That's
the Michael
cool.
Okuda patch, the patch he designed.
That pin, I'm shocked. I thought it was like a third that size,
I
no,
did too. I was thinking like a little
Yeah.
lapel thing.
like a
No,
lapel
it's,
pin.
it's,
Yeah.
it's a big one.
You know
I
what's
don't know.
awesome about that patch? Having had many patches made, the white is all embroidered. It's not just the background.
That's right. That's right.
That's and you could see it's not perfect. It's a little more old school patch making, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's made by the same people that do the patches for NASA.
Wow.
That in and of
Yeah.
itself is awesome.
Yeah. And this is my favorite thing. If you can see it here. Let me see if I put the T-shirt. in.
Those are very cool.
That is very. It's
see a bit
also
of a
like
t-shirt.
it's also very retro '60s look. That the
Yeah.
gold, the
Oh,
gold.
it's modeled after the Gene Roddenberry glass, and it's got the
Oh, and it's got the
Put my
thing.
hand in it. No.
Did they all make it when you? I know Brian and I met each other on Monday, and he had his car full of all
full
the
of
glasses.
Not a
and he
single
drove
broken
them up.
glass. They're
Really?
pretty. They're
Wow.
pretty tough glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are the actual glasses from the '60s. We tracked down the same company.
In Ohio,
source the
he
glasses.
drove out to Ohio to pick them up.
Yes, I did. I was in Cincinnati, Daryl, the week before you were doing the same thing.
Well, I'm excited because I got my shipping notification already that my
Yeah.
my swag is on its way.
Everything's,
so-
everything's hitting the road today, and this is some guy named Dave's Workshop made these for me.
Look at
Oh, I
that.
hear he does nice work.
Yeah, and
What number is that?
what number is this? One's 41 of 50, and I'll say it here first. There's going to be more of these available. Oh, and I kind of buried the lead here. So all of the hats and the glasses and the pins and all stuff are available still. So if you missed out because you weren't in the backer kit, or you weren't in the Kickstarter, we have all these things on backer kit, and we'll put up the email address and put it in the notes below so you guys can jump on and pick
Yeah,
up any of these
there's
items.
a website that'll be in the link and here.
Yep. And
So even if
It's
you
important-
backed
it's
and
important that you guys-
didn't get all of the swag that you wanted, it's still the
Yes.
good news is you can still purchase it.
So
and
now
before-
you could buy individual pieces. Is that
right. Originally, you had to buy everything in a package. Now it's all a la carte. You can get whatever single thing you'd like. And it's important that you do that because I'll tell you guys here first that we didn't hit our goal to get the high definition video wall, but we bought it anyway.
Close. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Way to go.
We will be running
Sounds
do
a
a
lot
little
like my household
fundraising
budget.
towards the end here.
It's really-
Yeah.
I was
So,
hoping,
yeah.
Brian, you guys were so close. I was hoping with clever financing and tech coming down in price over time that extra
Yeah,
couple of
we're
days.
probably going to have to raise a little more money, but yeah, the prices did come down a little. We got a good deal, and yeah, so the high definition video wall is on its way. Yeah,
Way to go! Way to go!
And
Good job.
we do. I made all the plaques, and we do have some leftover material. So,
Yeah.
like Brian said, there'll be more of those available.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well
that is
done.
awesome.
So
Yeah, so
amazing.
it was a wild weekend. You're driving. I got back from Ticonderoga 6 hours ago.
And there's progress on the building. You'll see that here.
Oh yeah, I spent the last half of yesterday finishing up the rough wiring for all the lights and special effects and stuff that's going to go into the building. That's going to be a whole production as well.
Yeah.
Well,
so
the pictures
it's
that we've
definitely-
seen online, the ones that you've shared and the ones that James has posted on Facebook, it looks great. I can't wait. So excited.
It's going to be impressive. And the guys that are refurbishing the shuttle, that's not us. There's another set of guys that are fixing up little scratches and stuff. Have got one of the nacelles was on this weekend. And it's like, oh wow, it's really cool.
I
with
saw the
nacelle
picture
on
of
it.
that. It looked really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
didn't
really
see
cool.
that one.
Yeah, it was on
Nice.
Facebook.
Yep.
Nice. That's awesome.
So here's my question for you, Brian. When this is all over, come September, what are you going to do with all your free time?
I'm going to build models. I'm work on something of my own.
Yeah.
Dave and I were just having this conversation about how you do stuff for other people. It's like I want to work on my own stuff.
Well, you're doing the Lord's work on this one because it's not just for you. This is for all fandom. It's great.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys are doing amazing work. You and Dave Harvey doing a ton of work, and neither one of them lives anywhere near Ticonderoga. I mean, Brian is 8 hours away.
Well,
I
Dave's
meet
in-
him halfway for breakfast because he sort of goes past my house, but he's got 4 hours more to go when we have breakfast every time he goes up.
Yeah.
So
And Dave's in Pennsylvania, I think. So that's
Yeah.
probably I don't know what.
Yeah, he's good 5.5, 6 hours away. Yeah.
5-6
So
hours. Yeah.
he's close enough to go up and back the same day.
Oh.
Yeah, and he does do that. Yeah, because
You guys are both warriors.
I'm doing the Kickstarter part. He's doing the build the building part. So he's got a lot of trips up there now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. And we'll keep talking about this until September when we're live from.
Yeah.
Well, not if we're live. Maybe we will do a live show. We don't know how to do that, but we'll figure it out.
We have a few months to figure it out.
Yeah. I think it's easier than you think. So
I think
we'll
it is,
figure
too.
that out.
I've
When we
seen
do
the button on YouTube. It says "Go Live." I really think
Yeah.
it's that simple. but-
Exactly.
So Brian, I've got a question for you. So how does it? First of all, how does it feel to know that you're producing officially licensed, Paramount approved Star Trek merch?
It really is a pinch yourself kind of thing. That
Wow.
It's like, yeah, that actually we could, yeah, it's, all those pinch yourself moments. Doug Drexler texts me, and we're talking to the Okudas about this, and these people that I get to talk to who worked on Star Trek and are like really super supportive. And how can we help you? And I mean, Michael Okuda, we were pulling him away from For All Mankind so he could design our patch.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
That's
awesome.
so great.
yeah.
Hey,
I mean, it is. You grew up as a fan, and then you're like, you are
In it,
officially
yeah.
part of Star Trek, and the 60th anniversary. So it can't be a better time.
I mean, I think all of us, to some degree, some of us way more than others, have had that experience, whether it be in small scale, like me, Dave, and Todd, or you guys in a much larger scale. So we know a little bit what it's like, but it must be very rewarding to finally be able to say you did this for
Yeah, it's
Star
it's
Trek,
funny.
for fandom, for everything.
That's true, Brian. You are the second of the 5 of us to have made official Star Trek merchandise.
Yeah, yeah.
I did it at Hasbro. I worked
At
with
Hasbro,
I worked with those guys and Bad Robot on some
Creos,
stuff.
right? Was it the Creos?
No, it was a line of little figures that we did, like little cute little stylized figures.
Oh, okay.
So it was a strange little line, but
Yeah.
I wish we did regular action figures, but we were gonna play more of a wait and see kind of game to see how JJ's.
Was that like the kiddish looking
Yes, they were little kiddish figures where you could collect them and kind of battle with them.
I have a Kirk pew 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 one. That, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
exactly. Anyway, I was just making a joke there, Brian. That it's fun
So,
to. It was,
so the bar's set for the other three guys. Guys, come
that's right. It was
I
really
made those
fun to work with.
plaques. I cut up the
Yeah,
Galileo
Dave.
on.
myself.
Right, you did. Yeah,
Yes, Dave needs a T-shirt that says,
Dave's
"I
making merch.
cut up the Enterprise."
Yeah,
I
that's
got
right.
I got sawdust. I even saved little bits of sawdust and pieces. I got
Yeah,
you know
Dave's Dave is gonna have, everybody else has got these plaques. Dave's gonna have a little Ziploc bag with sawdust in it.
Well, there's a special event at the grand opening where we're all going to snort a little bit of the Galileo.
Okay. Yep.
there you go.
Very.
And it's
Very.
probably as poisonous as any real drugs because
Probably.
that
Oh
stuff
my
is
God.
all old.
Yep.
That is
Amazing.
old stuff.
I don't know. I've been inhaling enough resin dust lately to kill me, so that won't
Okay,
kill me.
yeah. I've had both laser cutters and paint drying in my workshop this week. It's like, what's going on here? But Derryl, what? Either talk about yourself, or you're random, or we know you're up to a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, we
what's
know
going
you've got a
on
lot
with you?
going on. What's going on?
I just got back from a 3-week road trip where I played so many Magic tournaments. A couple of years ago, I made it one of my goals to try and make the Magic Pro Tour, which is, it's very hard to do, and it's kind of the pinnacle. I didn't make it, but I played in one of the U.S. regional championships just this last week in Cincinnati. I qualified for that, played in that, got obliterated, but played in a lot of tournaments to try and achieve the dream. Vegas, Magic Con, and then I played in Cincinnati at a game shop, and then came back. In San Diego, and then came back and did the regional championship last week in Cincinnati. So I've had like a Magic 3-week road trip across the country. It's been really fun. But that's not the kind of big news that's going on. Kind of in my world. I guess the big news is, and it's coming out now. So I wanted to talk to you guys first and give the official announcement. But I have decided to sell one of my core collections that I've worked hard on assembling, over the last at least 20 years, and that is my 3 3/4 GI Joe carded, boxed, and pre-production collection. I've consigned it to Heritage for an auction that is happening July 12th. And it's going to be called Absolute GI Joe, and it's featuring my collection. And basically, the decision to do this, it's interesting. I know we listen to a lot of the same podcasts. We listen to the Dave Mandel and Ryan Condal podcast, Stuff Dreams Are Made Of, where they're touching on a lot of these same things. Why do you collect, and then conversely, why do you sell, and what really is important to you. And recently, I think I've said on the show before, I bought a garage dominium last year to kind of take the next step in the evolution of my collecting, and that is making sure that I display, and I have on display, the most important things in my collection. And to that end, by the time I get all the display cases set up in my garage dominium, I'm going to have close to 50 huge display cases to work with between what I have at home and what I have in what I call the Bat Cave. And in going down there, I've made an Excel spreadsheet of all the things that I want to have in there that are most important. And I had so much GI Joe 3 3/4 stuff that I'd put together, but it actually, for display, it didn't make the cut. So I've got a lot of stuff ahead of that. Mostly it's loose toys ahead of that, including, all my Star Wars 3 3/4 loose stuff, GI Joe 3 3/4 loose. And the carded stuff, I kind of realized, if I'm not going to be able to display this, maybe it can go to a better purpose, and that is actually selling it so I can afford to buy those pieces that are unobtainium for my other collections. And that includes 12-inch Joe, Disneyland posters, and other vintage Star Wars. You know, my dream is to get a Vlix someday, and those are, you know, Barry, as you know, those are pushing 20K. You know, so so basically the 3 3/4 Joe collection is going to fund. It's going to go back into, you know, working money that I can use to not pass on an auction that I really want to pass on, or pass on a sale for something that I really want to target. So it's going to go back into the collection, and maybe buy a couple of cars for my kids whose cars are dying. So, you know, stuff like that.
Well, you know, there have been a number of sort of big marquee collections that have gone on the auction block in the last few years, and you know,
that's right.
We all know we can't keep this stuff forever. I mean, we're not going to be buried with it. So if you can use it to your advantage now, and also in doing that, pass along these amazing items to other collectors, why not?
Sharing the stuff with, I mean, a lot of this stuff has never really seen the light of day. And I mean, some of the things that you've shown me over the years are utterly amazing. And a lot of people don't even know these things still exist. And I think for people to have, particularly the pre-production stuff, putting it out there, letting everyone see that it exists, just the cataloging portion shares it with so many more people, and I think that's fantastic. It's
how many items? Do you know how many items are going to be in the
really
auction?
Excited about this.
Well, so Dave, that I'm not sure the number of items. The catalog will be finished in time for a preview. Catalog will come out in 2 weeks at the Dallas G.I. Joe show. So I'll be at the Dallas G.I. Joe show selling. But then a few weeks later in Augusta is Joe Fest. The final catalog is expected to be available for the first time at Joe Fest, and I'll be going to Joe Fest. I'd gone a few years ago, but I've skipped a few years because it's not really a 12-inch Joe show, and I had gotten all the loose 3 3/4 stuff I wanted already. But I'm going back to that show primarily to do promotion and to give a talk with my designer counterpart from Hasbro, Brian Wilk, who has also consigned a good number of things to Heritage for almost his own auction coming in the fall, based on his Star Wars work. So we don't know how many items are going to end up. I know I consigned myself about 1,400 items.
Oh wow!
And it actually, the sale of my stuff started in the May the 4th Heritage Star Wars auction. I had 14 items in that. There's some that just closed yesterday, Sunday, the 17th. Just regular toys, but the majority is going to come July 12th in the Absolute G.I. Joe auction. So
that's cool. That's awesome.
And it's going to be more than just mine. So it'll be featuring my collection, but they are beating the bushes to get a very robust representation of the original vintage 12-inch G.I. Joe and kind of everything in between, and modern, you know, rarities from modern Joe, because they wanted it to be about the totality of the history of the G.I. Joe toys. So it's going to be everything from the 60s Joe all the way up. So I can't wait to see what else is going to be in there that I might want to bid on.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
Definitely
looking forward to seeing that catalog. That's
prototypical
gonna be great.
collector.
It's going to be a great catalog.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Anyway, that's what's been going on with me, and it's been a lot of soul searching, because it wasn't easy to, you know, cut off something I've worked so hard on doing. But again, kind of actually seeing my priorities listed out, and Todd's seen some of the toys that I actually want to get on display. You know, my toy, you know, 60s and 70s toy gun collection, you know, cap gun collection, things like this that I actually played with as a kid and have collected. It's kind of a wacky assortment, but I found them to be more important to me, probably because they're tied to my childhood.
I want to see a weapon wall like in every 80s action movie, where like it's you know, like a mirror slides up and you have all your 60s toy guns there.
Just all toy guns.
Like, like an Equalizer TV series, you know, where he just and then like
I think we'll work on that. That's a great idea. We'll work on it.
So, part of my job is being your design co-consultant on that. So it's just like
You absolutely will be. So, and you
25%
guys
of
are
my
all
brain
welcome.
is always working on your displays, Derryl. Yeah.
That's right.
So, yeah.
And you guys are
And I will
welcome
say,
down.
I look forward to coming back. You call it the Bat Cave. I think of it as your fortress of solitude. I just kind of
Oh, I like that.
being in there, just surrounded by all the things that give you joy, and it's such a cool thing, and I'm so pleased for you, and having seen it, it's just awesome. So
Well, and
Well,
Darryl,
thanks.
can't
you
wait to
know,
see the updated version.
I'm planning
Yep.
on being down in your neck of the woods in September, so we've already kicked around some dates to get together.
Sweet, BK. I can't wait.
I'm
Can't wait.
looking
It's
forward
a
to that,
solitude.
too.
I like it, Todd. That's actually more apt. And if I actually liked Superman, one millionth of the degree to which I like Batman, that might
Yes,
stick.
there is
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
There is that. Yeah.
That's funny. That's cool.
So anyway, a lot of soul searching in the last couple of years about what's really important, and I've decided like you guys, display is key. And Dave, you're going that way and helping people with their displays, and it's really, if I want to see it, I don't want to have it packed away.
Yeah,
I'll
I
still
did
know-
that a few years ago. Yeah.
Well, Darryl,
Yeah.
we have known you a very long time, and we have never known you to be somebody who let anything go. So this has got, I can imagine there was some
There's
soul
some
searching.
things. There have been some things over the years, and
There have, Barry, and I've had regrets about it. So I had a complete Magic card collection I sold when Patty was pregnant with Dylan. This is back in '98, and I decided, well, I'm not gonna. Am I gonna have time to play Magic anymore? I don't. So I decided to sell my entire collection, and I think I regretted it the next day. And it was probably 10 years later that I ended up finishing the buyback of all of that 13 times what I paid for it originally. And now, I mean, it's worth a fantastic amount, more than that now. But so that was a regret, and I've had a few regrets over the years. Selling my Mile High comics I had that I got in the 70s. I had a nice collection of Mile High comics. Those are the ultimate pedigree in the comic industry.
Yep.
They were pretty interesting little obscure superhero comics like Black Terror and
Yep.
and characters like that. And I remember selling them for multiples of what the Overstreet price guide was. This was probably 15 years ago. And afterwards I said, why did I do that? I really didn't need to. I would have valued the comics more. I kind of saw the dollars and said, that's a lot, it's a lot of dollars. I could put that against something. And that's what I probably did. I invested that in collectibles. When we probably all do this, if you sell collectibles, they don't go into the house fund. They usually go into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fun
You know,
something else, yep.
Well, I invested in
the amazing
something
thing
else.
is that when you sell something and you get half of what you need to buy something else, that other half magically appears.
Yeah.
So you're in the hole from that purchase to begin with. Yeah.
That's
Collector math.
Yep. Collector
collector
math.
math. That's the way it goes. We tell our wives, "Don't worry, honey. It's not coming out of the house."
different money.
I just sold this for 25% of what I'm buying.
Yeah, it flows one way. Collectibles buy collectibles, but if you need house money to buy collectibles, that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so fun stuff. A lot going on, and a lot of soul searching on what's really important, and doubling down and filling in holes. And my other core collections is really key. And one thing to note too, I've been collectors are starting to find out about the listings, and they said, I heard your 3 3/4 Joe guys are saying, I heard you sold out. I'm like, well, I have kept some of the pieces that are really important to me. I've got a few pre-production figures, some paint masters for Joe that I'm keeping. I will not sell those. I've got 2 package paintings from Doug Hart that I won't sell, the original 3 3/4 Joe package paintings. And then I've got my vast collection of loose army builders that I'm not selling. So I'm going to put those armies on display. I really like those. I think it's a really cool part of Joe, along with my favorite vehicles. So it'll be like a sampling of Joe that'll eventually go on display. Hopefully I can fit all that in. So
I've never asked you, do you have a favorite 3 3/4 vehicle?
I do. Well, yeah, it's I I have a couple. One on on the Joe side, it's the Awe Striker, which is a really cool desert vehicle, just a cool, springy, fast vehicle. And on the Cobra side, I'm fascinated by the Cobra Bug, which is this underwater vehicle with these translucent bubbles.
I don't
It kind of
know.
looks like you can make it out of Lego.
Yep.
It's really cool, and it has vehicles, and I think it has vehicles inside it that come out. So it's multiple things in one. I'm just fascinated by that vehicle. It's just really cool. So Joe, and I've bought a bunch of those to put together a whole display eventually someday.
Of course you did. Why buy one when you can have 20?
One is never enough.
Yeah. But Joe has so many great vehicle designs. There's so many really exceptional ones. My favorites are the ones where they broke away from, kind of the first ones in 82 and 83, which had a very realistic feel or near future feel. And they really went nuts with, with very clever designs, especially on the Cobra side. Very cool because they had really nothing to mire them to anchor them in reality. So you just got designers just going nuts, Cobra Mambas and, double helicopters and underwater vehicles. And another one I like is the Hammerhead. It's another underwater vehicle. But anyway,
Cool.
so.
Well, the thing that we haven't talked to you since we did this, and we know you mentioned you collect Disney posters. Did you see
That's right.
Brian's Disney poster that he had restored?
I did. Brian sent me pictures. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's a great restoration, and
I remember
And
seeing yours years ago, and that's one of my favorites. The 20,000 Leagues is such an amazing.
it's one of my.
Poster.
I rotate the posters in my in kind of my screening room, the movie room. But 20,000 Leagues, I think, is one that's never come off rotation, just because it's such a beautiful poster. It's my favorite too, and it's funny because I never saw that attraction, that walkthrough attraction, disappeared before my time when I started going as a kid in the early 70s. That was long gone.
Yeah.
But just the beauty of that poster, is unbelievable.
Derryl, you just blew my mind. I thought that poster was for the ride. It was for the walkthrough display.
That's right, Brian. It's for the walk.
Oh, I never realized that. I thought
that's
it was
what
for the ride.
No.
So the ride was still there for a long time?
The
Yeah,
walk.
yeah.
Yeah, the walkthrough was only there for a few years, from the late 50s.
So
I think.
where the line where you wait for Star Tours at Disneyland
Yes.
is the building where they had all the interior sets from the Nautilus set up, so you could
Yes.
walk through and see all the sets.
Oh wow!
wow.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That was an opening day thing, last minute thing. We got to fill this hall. What are we going to put in? Let's put the 20,000 League stuff in there.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that
They
was
brought it
for
out.
years. Yeah.
And it was actually a great win for Disney, because one of the things that Disneyland was trying to do when it first came out was make you feel like you were really, like, almost in the movies. Frontierland was like a giant movie set. Adventureland was put you in the boat and amidst all the animals. Tomorrowland was a bit of a different animal, and I think they were really struggling. But one of the, I think, great things was to do exactly what Brian said, which was just bring the sets there and make you feel close to Disney's productions. And now that walkthrough is pretty much available at Disneyland Paris.
Yes.
So if you go there,
Oh,
in
it
there-
is. And it was closed when I was there.
in their Tomorrowland, it's pretty much the same walkthrough. It's less. I mean, it's more of a continuous thing, like you're in the Nautilus.
You're in the Nautilus.
Well, that was interesting. Yeah, because I had heard that, and when we went there, there's this weird sort of round cylinder you're supposed to go in, and then I get to go, but it was closed the 2
Yeah.
days we were there, unfortunately.
But
But they do have some. I think they have part of one of the subs or something there.
Yep.
But
Yep.
that's cool.
Yep. Yeah. So congrats on that, Brian. The poster looks fantastic. I loved that episode that you guys did with the poster restorers.
Yeah,
He was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
great,
He's
awesome
just
stuff. Yeah.
just fantastic. So
Yeah, he does so many cool things. If you haven't seen it, I don't know which one it is. Poster Restoration is the company. They do great work, and he really was awesome to us. We did a full video.
Well, the
episode
poster
there.
that I had restored from them has been. I haven't had it on display yet because it went from restoration to the framer, and the framer is finally done. So I'll be going in the next day or two to finally pick that up, and I can finally put that on my wall, and I'll talk about it on the show. I don't think I've talked about it because I was waiting to have it here. So.
And I right now I don't have any posters that need to be linen backed or restored, but hopefully I'll be getting some of those posters I need in the hopefully not too distant future. When I get them, and if they're not already linen backed, I want to go up. If you guys take another trip up, I want to take them up.
Yeah, we'll meet you up
Deliver
there
them
in
in
Bridgeport.
person.
Lovely Bridgeport.
Yeah.
And they're super friendly,
Yeah.
unbelievably friendly.
He's
up
great,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they have quite a business. And quite a
passion
following, too. Yeah.
Yeah, the passion just came through in that interview. I was really impressed. The artistry, the craftsmanship, and the passion.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. For sure. Before we go further, I do want to mention Fanboy Collectibles. There is, speaking of obscure Star Trek, Exo-6 Rook from, that's the
really?
episode What Little Girls Are Made Of, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Ted Cassidy. Was that Ted Cassidy?
Yeah, Lurch.
Lurch.
Yeah.
It is.
It is an awesome looking figure.
It
They
looks
do
great.
obscure figures, but it does look great. So that is up for pre-order. Plus, with all the Star Wars stuff going on, I guess they went to Hot Toys Rebels. There's a Sabine and an Ezra available. Those are up for. I don't know if they released those before or.
These are meant to be more like if they were real world characters. I think these are like the
Characters.
Ahsoka. I think
Yeah.
they're more like,
These are lifelike
Oh, okay.
representations
Yeah.
of the cartoon characters, of the
Yeah.
animated characters. So
Cartoon
So-
characters, yes.
animated characters. So
But yeah, they look great. I think they look great. But they got everything you need. They got Sideshow and Hot Toys, and there's new companies coming all the time. Last week we did something from a company called Blokes or something like that. But So Toys we mentioned, they have all kinds of stuff. Pops, if you need pops, plenty of pops. Check those guys out, fanboycollectibles.com. Check them out at their store in Newtown, Connecticut. Also home to one of the world's best rated ice cream stores in Newtown, Connecticut. I sent those to you guys. Not that it has anything to do with Fanboy Collectibles, but I just remembered that. But check those guys out, fanboycollectibles.com, and tell them the Regular Joes sent you. Yeah, there was this big, giant survey of people's favorite ice cream stores, and the number one store in the United States, I guess based on votes, is in Newtown, Connecticut.
wow.
But the reality, I did say, let's stop there when we go to Rhode Island Comic Con. We can't because it's November and they won't be open.
yeah.
So we'll have to make a trip up there.
Big sad.
Hey, while we're talking about sponsors,
We have a new sponsor.
this week we have a brand new sponsor. So this episode is sponsored by Danger Island Models, which is our good friend Steve Smith and his partner Jeff, who we met last year at Wonderfest. They wanted everybody to know if they're going to Wonderfest, if you're going to be there, visit their booth, which is number 68 and 69, to see their new licensed prehistoric scenes and monster scenes model kit add-ons. And if you mention the Regular Joes podcast, you will get 10% off any one model kit.
Really? Wow. I didn't
And
even
if you're
know
not
that.
attending, visit their website at dangerislandmodels.com and tell them the Regular Joe sent you. And we will probably have Steve and Jeff on when we do our Wonderfest recap, and they can talk a little bit more about some of the new stuff they have coming out. But I've seen some previews. Steve sent me some pictures, and stuff looks amazing. So.
Yeah, it does. And we saw them last year. We saw their booth, and we had them on the show when we did record it from Wonderfest. Yeah, their stuff looks awesome. They have a great sculptor they're working for. I think there's a couple sculptors they're working with.
Yeah,
so.
Steve was telling me they had a couple of kits last year. They're going to have a lot more to show this year. So, Danger Island Models, and it's dangerislandmodels.com.
Awesome.
Check them out. Let's do Dave Workshop while we're doing sponsors. So
Sure.
if you do need, I am working on other stuff. I am through phase 1 of the Galileo Shuttle Kickstarter stuff. We're going to start doing the plaques soon, the gold plaques. That will be quite the endeavor. But those will be coming soon. But if you need a plaque or display, check out fromdaysworkshop.com. You can email me, fromdaysworkshop@gmail.com. I'm working on some stuff. I haven't posted in a while, but there'll be stuff on. I got to update my Facebook page. I just done a couple different things. So check us out and tell us the Regular Joe sent you.
Yeah, and you'll also get 10% off, right?
No, there's no 10% off. I'm starving. I can't even afford anything. I need to every dollar. We'll talk. You mentioned the Regular Joe's podcast. I will give you a discount. So check that out. 1% discount. No, I'll give you a discount. Couple. It's funny. What was I? Did you guys all see? There's a ton of Mando and Grogu coverage. And I guess they were doing a little mini world tour. They were doing premieres in a bunch of different countries. What's the matter, Brian?
Did you see who's running the robotic Grogu forum?
Is it Michael?
Mike McMaster.
He's posting a ton of stuff. Good for him.
He's
Friend
on
of
the
the show.
world tour with Grogu. Yes.
So he went on all the different locations?
I think so.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know. Living the
That's
dream,
Friend
man.
of the show, Michael McMaster.
Yeah, he's
a
a
friend
good
of
dude.
Brian's.
Yeah.
But I guess they just had the Hollywood premiere or the LA premiere, and then people who were at Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, they walk onto, I guess, the Millennium Falcon set, and there's a Mandalorian standing there, and it's Pedro Pascal. He takes his helmet off.
Oh my god!
And he's standing there. It's on a bunch of.
And he tells them all, "I'm gonna have to kill all of you since you've seen my face."
Yeah. So he not only that, he dressed up in a screen-used Mando costume, and was taking pictures. And adjacent friend of the show, Gabe from Gabe's Empire. I know you kind of know him. I know Tom Spina knows him well. I haven't met him, but he was actually one of the people who was there when Pedro was doing the thing.
That was I'm guessing that was sort of a hand-selected group of like influencers and.
They
whatever.
said it. Someone asked Gabe that question on his Facebook, and he said it wasn't. It was sort of a random
Okay, so I'm wrong then.
group. Because he was at the premiere, he's got a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
We gotta try to get him on. He seems like he's got his hands in a lot of Star Wars stuff. But
definitely do that.
yeah, he was one of the people there. But I think that's just awesome, that kind of stuff, when they do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, so as this show drops, that movie just came out. I'm sure we'll be talking about that in the next episode.
Yes.
But it's funny. This is one of the things I was going to bring up. This past month, was it May the 4th? Maybe? No, it wasn't May the 4th. I think it was a week or two ago. Anyway, they did a special IMAX event for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, where they showed like 25 minutes of the movie. I'm not sure I would want to go.
I don't want to see that.
And see 25 minutes and then have to wait 3 weeks to see the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I've
It
had
was
my
free,
blinders on.
but
When
you had
commercials
to
come on TV,
sign
I
up,
turn
and there
it
was
off.
limited amount of spots. And like I saw the thing come up, and I'm like, I don't want to go see.
I thought that
25
was
minutes.
a preview of the whole movie, but who wants to see 25 minutes?
No, it was just 25 minutes, and then I think some behind the scenes footage or whatever.
I'll see that afterwards.
Yeah, I want to see the
Yeah.
movie. If I'm gonna go see that, and then it like stops 25 minutes in, that's just a tease.
Yeah, but this tour they've been bringing a ton of people through, like the we saw Adam Savage did the behind the scenes with all that stuff, but a ton of people have been through that thing. They're on CBS This Morning. Different influencers like Gabe and stuff were doing it, but it's good.
I don't know about you guys. I'm just excited they've turned this into a big release. I hope the movie does well, but it doesn't matter. But I was in Target today, and there's like whole sections where they've got everything from toys to food products to everything.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's just been years since we've had like a big Star Wars.
How much stuff did you buy? Anything?
I didn't buy anything.
Good.
I didn't buy anything, but I was awfully tempted on one or two things.
Yeah. I just
When
look.
you go to I mean, I've seen all the Burger King stuff.
I
It's
know
just
it's
nice
like
to have
it's
it
very
back out
old
and big-
school, like
Yeah.
like when they did the re-releases in the late '90s, and they have all this stuff going. But I look at it this way. I think we said before, Todd, you probably said it. There's not a lot of stakes with this movie because it's not going to break in. I just hope it's fun. If we go in and it's 2 hours of fun Star Wars stuff, I'd be thrilled with that.
Yep, I'm good with that. I wish Hasbro, though, had more in the game. There's very little Hasbro product out there. There's hardly any 3 3/4 to speak of. It's a very light offering. It feels very different from anything else Star Wars that I've seen or been associated with from Hasbro. It's very, very hesitant. So
I was very
I hope-
tempted on. They had a Black Series 6-inch Mandalorian that had a little Grogu in the box with him that it looked like it could be mounted on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Don't we
I
have that? I
almost-
think I have one. You know where that is? It's in that closet.
Well, I almost took that to the register with me, and then I ended up putting it back. I will be honest, though. A few weeks ago, I did buy the Sigourney Weaver in the X-Wing pilot Black Series.
Oh,
figure.
really? That's
I
funny.
had to. I saw that. I'm like,
Have her
I gotta
stand
buy
next
that.
to your Ripley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So, Leon, what do you guys think this is going to do? How do you think it's going to do? I
I don't
actually
think it's going to do crazy numbers.
Really.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's again one of those movies you can take your kid to more
I
than
don't
once.
know. I think
I think it's being underestimated.
I hope
what I
so.
I think
I
it's
think
being
people
it's
go to
I
animation.
I have read so much doom and gloom on this that I think, I mean, there are people that like had Grogu plushies who never saw The Mandalorian. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a lot wider knowledge of these characters, the perception of these characters than the thing that people keep going back to is they're saying, that will people who did not see the TV series go to see the movie? And I think they will.
Yes.
I think they will. And I don't think that's going to be the stumbling block.
I think there's a
generation
large
of kids that have not seen a Star Wars movie on a
there's
big screen.
a large swath of people who don't know it is a television series.
And and that's Brian. That's exactly where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think there's a larger audience that doesn't know what they don't know. Okay, that is going to see this film. Okay,
And I suggest we all see it real soon because I'm sure they're going to drop a bomb and that's going to be all over the internet really fast.
Well,
You
I'm
think
seeing
there's
it
going to
opening
be a
night.
bomb?
yeah, I will too. But I think, like I said, I don't think that's going to be the impediment. I don't think it's going to hit it the way the Marvel
I
movies.
don't mean it's going to bomb. I mean there's going to be
No, I know what you're saying.
something's going to happen in the movie that's going to
Yeah.
be a,
You think? I don't know.
but
if
blow
it's
up
I
the
think,
internet.
maybe
Yeah.
there will.
I think.
Yeah.
But
I think there's a wild card working in this film's favor, and that is a lot of people don't know that family films have been serious outperformers at the global box office for the last couple of years.
all
I think
animated though. That's
This is-
the
and this-
that's the
but
thing.
but the live action version of the animated
Yeah.
films have killed.
Yeah.
Okay, those
Yeah.
have done great, and that's where, like I said, I think this has got a cute kid appeal thing.
It's an all family thing.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
I-
I hope
I
it
think
does
we're gonna-
whatever like
I
those
think this is
minions
gonna
or that
Do much better than
freaking
people are anticipating.
all that
But and I don't
animated
think.
stuff.
I mean, Disney didn't spend the kind of money on this that they've spent on the last couple of Star Wars movies, and I don't think it needs to do $1 billion to be a success.
No.
well, these
It's
days, an opening weekend over 100 is huge. That's what it is these days.
Well, and hardcore people will most likely see this a couple of times. I know I'm planning on seeing it in IMAX.
So,
my
okay,
initial
so-
screening's not in IMAX, but I'm going to go back and.
So you guys have already bought your tickets online? Have you?
Oh,
Raise
yeah.
your hand if you. I have not yet. How crowded was the theater when you booked your ticket?
Not as
I booked
crowded
mine
as
the
other
minute
things.
they went on sale, so
and
it
that's
wasn't.
and that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
saying
worried about. I'll
that-
look at the theater right now.
I don't think families buy. I don't think the people that are going to go see this movie are.
Yeah,
are
it is an indicator though, Todd. It is an
It-
indicator.
it is.
But you know what's
Okay.
interesting? When I waited a couple days to get tickets for Project Hail Mary, I had to go through several screenings to find the kind of seats I wanted.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case here.
I
Let's see.
really believe this is going to have a non-traditional Star Wars base. I do.
Oh, before
Okay.
before I went to pick up the glasses in Ohio, our art theater here showed Hail Mary in 70 millimeter.
Oh, really?
And the theater was full.
I wanted to see it in IMAX. I never got a chance. My theater, I'm seeing the Friday 7 o'clock show, is sold out except for the front row.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
and
you go.
I'm seeing 7
I'm
o'clock.
sitting here.
Opening night.
Yeah.
7 o'clock opening night. The purple seats are all taken. All that's left.
Yeah.
is the front.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, mine has
Okay.
less. Let's see.
I
The
think it's all- I
8:30
think that's
show.
all good news for the movie.
Wow. The 8:30 show is completely wide open. That's bizarre.
Because you can't
Did they
take your kids to
did
the
they
show that
add
goes
that,
to
Dave?
11.
Do you think maybe they added another show?
That is bizarre. Something must be wrong. Every other one I'm looking at has nothing sold. It's something. There must be a glitch.
Or they added another showing?
And now I'm looking at Friday because I'm going Thursday night. Friday night, it looks like every showing is sold out.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Thursday, the 6 p.m. show is sold out. The 7's open. See, it's also about the bigger
good.
theaters.
Big theater. Yeah.
I don't know. I just hope
Yep.
it does well.
I do too, but
I hope it's fun.
I said the
I go
same
back to
thing last night when we were talking with my family. I just want it to be fun. It doesn't have to be
I agree.
the craziest story ever. I actually
Yeah.
hope it's not. I just want it to be fun.
that. And it looks like it's going to be. I mean, from at least the previews and stuff we sold.
I want a
saw.
Star Wars movie that I want to go back and watch again. And honestly, I haven't had that since Rogue One.
Since Rogue One,
Yeah,
yeah, I agree
yeah.
with you.
I was so excited when they first released the official poster, and it looked like there was this little ship flying off in the poster that was one of the mini rig toys, and then when they showed the last trailer, they actually show the toy in full size in the movie. I'm like, I love when they take the old toys that were never actual ships.
Yeah.
It's one of the mini rigs, Daryl.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't
awesome.
see that. Wow. Well, because I've tried to ignore a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, I
I,
mean,
I've just
it's
seen the
not a
Super Bowl-
spoiler, but it's the
Super Bowl
mini rig that
trailer.
looks like the tiny little head of an AT-AT, of an ATST,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
wings.
yeah. With the
that
wings.
thing flies out of an AT-AT. It's awesome.
And this is the thing that I think that, I mean, this is where this is a little bit of a wild card still, because I have great faith in the people whose hands that this is in now, the franchise is in now, but this is a
Yeah.
legacy.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's a lot of, I mean, we'll see. But I
the
think
legacy, but they let Favreau write and direct it.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I
Right.
think the people that we like that have done great things have got more of a footprint in this than the outgoing people. So, without saying names, so I am very optimistic about this, both for the film itself and for how it's going to do. So, and
Well, I
I don't
think
have a
it's
lot of
fair to
optimism
say we're
about
going to
right
be
now.
talking about this
That's
next
something.
week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I have my Grogu somewhere over here. There he is. Amongst
Oh,
the
yeah.
mess.
Oh, I should.
I got a random
So
thing
the-
I'm going to throw out there. Yep.
Go
Go.
for
You
it.
good? Okay.
Yeah.
So one of my news alerts is Star Trek and Star Trek series, and so I woke up Saturday morning to the exciting news that 2 new Star Wars series have been announced, and I was like, "Yo, this is fantastic!" And then I read it. I was just 2 new Star Wars series announced, and they're taking the franchise in a bold direction. Okay,
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek. Sorry, did I say
Oh,
Star
okay,
Wars?
you said Star Wars. So
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right. It's getting late. Star Trek, taking the series in bold direction. They're webtoon series. Okay,
Are they
one
really?
one of them's about a gay changeling. Okay, I'm like,
That's not even
Really?
bold or new for Star Trek.
it's like, and the other one's called Stargazers. Curiously, they're both set in the next generation era, which is kind of odd. And then there's a 7 of 9 as a captain of the Enterprise comic series come out. But that's it. I keep holding
I'd like
hope
to see that in real life.
they're gonna. I would too. That they're gonna announce something, and I'll
So it occurred to me when we were talking about Grogu how ubiquitous this guy is. I went to a Star Wars night baseball game. This was the giveaway.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Bobblehead Grogu with a floating baseball.
Oh, that's
great.
I
funny.
am telling you, like I said, kids know who this is. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Mark went to one on May the 4th at the Yankee game, and there was a bobblehead Mandalorian kind of thing because some guy on the Yankees likes Star Wars.
Yeah.
He had people offering $200 in the parking lot for it.
Wow.
And it's going online for I'm like, you should have sold it. But
Should have gone
Yeah.
with him.
Well,
Dave.
Grogu's
I
on the
am
box
telling you,
of the
Grogu-
vanilla wafers, but they're
Grogu-
blue now because he eats the blue cookies. But I
Yes,
saw that
yeah.
today in the food store.
Yeah, Grogu is the wild card on this, and I do not think that people fully realize the impact that's going to have.
So I have a quick random thing, which is really almost more of a show note that I have not told either you, Dave, or you, Todd. Do you remember last year there was that million podcast ranking of collectible
Yes.
podcasts? I think we were number 45 out of 70.
Yes,
44.
44. I got the email today that the 2026 rankings are out. We are number 3 in the
What?
collecting podcast list.
Wow. I'm
Well,
glad you gave
Mandel's
that guy
one, who's two?
I was just
you
going
gave that guy the $10,000 he was
He
asking
got the
for.
check apparently. Yeah.
Got the check, apparently.
We are now number 3 on the list of top 70 collecting podcasts as ranked by millionpodcast.com.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that. We should
Who knew?
do something about that. I don't know what.
That we just did.
There we go. I was
Apparently
getting
we
that
did.
email too.
Yep.
I didn't
I'll
get
forward
that.
you guys the email. But
Yeah,
yeah, I got
yeah.
it today.
Number 3. I'll take number 3.
Number 3. That's pretty good.
Just like on Rooster when the daughter was excited she was the 4th hottest teacher.
Teacher.
That's right. That's right.
3. I'll take
You'll
3.
You'll take it, yeah.
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 Oh,
Great.
you know, the Rooster just reminded me of something. Wait, has everyone seen all of Shrinking? I know this goes back. Todd, you
Yes.
were
Yes.
you were
I haven't
behind.
seen the season yet.
All right, it's an
It's
Easter
fine.
egg.
It's fine.
So there's 2 Indiana Jones references
That's right.
in this
Yep.
season. I won't say, but when the Easter egg they go to, I guess Jason, what's his name, goes to Paul Harrison Ford's storage locker to get notes for him.
Yes.
In the back corner, there is Indy's satchel bag
Oh, really?
hanging on the thing. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the
Go
Ark
back
of the
and look at
Covenant.
that now.
No.
Yeah, I, was
Yeah.
gonna say, I didn't imagine the storage area looks like that government warehouse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's funny. I thought that was funny. I didn't catch that at all.
Oh, me either. I have to look for that.
I didn't catch that one either. I caught the other one easily enough,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I was looking more at what's happening on screen at the center of the action.
More
Yeah.
when Colby's going to show back up.
Right.
I'm through. This is while I've been doing my lettering. I'm still watching How I Met Your Mother. I'm now through season 3. That's how much it's taking to put
That
all this
show's
crap.
great. I've been watching reruns of it lately, and
But
I've
I'm doing
only
it-
seen it.
Between
like-
putting the displays together and lettering that stupid thing, I've gone through season 2 and 3.
Do you have a single favorite How I Met Your Mother moment? Because I do.
I don't remember them all, but some of that stuff.
I
Barney,
have only seen them when
is
they originally aired. I'm
hysterical.
rewatching them now and going, "Oh my
Todd
god!" I
has
forgot how-
total recall for
I
media.
have total recall.
So-
Everything is why I've had a hard time rewatching anything. The Hot Crazy Scale,
I just watched that one.
utterly freaking brilliant. Okay,
Oh, that one's great. Yeah.
my
but the
second
stuff
favorite
that-
thing. My second favorite
Yeah.
thing is the slap bet.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, that goes on for three
That goes
It's
on
every
for
not-
season.
and they never explain it. Okay, they never re-explain. You have to keep up. You have to keep that in your because it's like
There's a
when
lot
you
of clever things in that thing
callbacks.
that
There's callbacks that in any other show would explain why this is happening, and then
Yeah.
they just don't. They're just out of nowhere. He just smacks him and says, "That's 2."
Yeah, it's never really
so
been
great.
rerun. So I'm with you, Barry. I only saw the first run. That's
Yeah.
why I'm like,
Yeah.
especially when I'm doing stuff, it's good to have them in the
They,
background. 'cause-
they've been airing them on I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
which is where I've been catching them whenever they're on. But I just resaw the Robin Sparkles episode, which was also
yeah.
brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's so
Great.
fun.
You
It's
know,
also great. But the
that
hot
whole-
crazy scale.
High Crazy Scale one I just watched, and that's stuff that we talk about today, and it originated on that show.
Yeah.
Now, I've watched only a few episodes. Was this the episode where the girlfriend had never seen Star Wars? Is that
No.
is that the same show?
No,
it's
that's a good
different
one
show.
too, though. Where that has to do with the Ewoks, right? He's got an Ewok test that he uses to
Oh,
determine.
I haven't gotten to that one again.
Oh, that's great.
But the stuff Neil Patrick Harris as Barney says and does is so out
The
there.
brilliance of this is casting a gay man as this.
That's what I think is fantastic.
And that's the thing.
Gay
that makes
man
it
is
work,
the
because
most.
he is a perfect parody of this like, this bro, this totally intolerable, yeah, and it's just like it's brilliant. It's utterly brilliant. And
Yeah, I would love to talk to Neil Patrick Harris just about that aspect of you're a gay dude and you were like the most womanizing straight,
Yeah.
just awful guy.
But
It's so
but
funny.
it's like everybody knows that guy, and it was
Yeah.
like, and so he was a
Yeah.
perfect. It was a perfect characterization of that, and it did no harm to him. It was like it's no, absolutely brilliant.
But they mix things. I was sort of reading when I had started the first season. Do you know the season finale was partially season 9, or the series finale in season 9, where they go was
Yeah.
partially filmed in season 2. That's how this was laid out.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
But anyway,
So Game of Thrones, they weren't.
Yes,
or
no, absolutely
lost.
not.
They were not lost at all.
Lost, yeah.
Yeah, very well
I
said.
will say that show, to go off on a tangent, that show made me cry twice. Okay? And for a show that's a comedy, okay, and is very, very funny, okay, when the father died, that got me big time. When Jason Segel's character's father died, and how that happened was just like that. Just and then Robin's children. And that's why you were never born. It was just like, wow. It was like, yeah. It was.
I don't remember those, but I do remember the.
Yeah,
dad
no. I mean,
passing away,
it's she. There was an episode where she was talking to her kids and telling the story of how and then things went off the rail, and then she said, and that's why you were never born. And the kids just dematerialized,
Oh,
and it
wow.
was just
Oh,
like,
man.
and it was rough, and it was like,
Yeah.
and because they picked these two kids that looked like they could be her and Barney's kids, and then it was just like I said, the show is so smart,
Yeah, very clever, super clever.
and like I said, Julie Mendoza got a boob job and then she burned my car. It was like it's brilliant. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it was the episode where the girlfriend hadn't seen Star Wars is How I Met Your Mother. Season 4,
yeah.
episode 4.
I'm
Yeah.
not there yet.
Yeah, and when we're done recording, I'm going to send you guys the link to this scene called the Ewok line, which is the one where they use Return of the Jedi as a barometer to determine whether you should date somebody.
Yes.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Funny. Cool. Why don't we go some what's in the box? Barry, what's in the box?
All right, I'm going to do a couple of quick ones. So a couple weekends ago, I went antique store shopping with our friend of the show, Tom Spina, and I found two things. So they're not technically in a box.
Wait.
but-
So two of you are antiquing together.
Yeah.
I think this is a
collectible
relationship
antiquing.
benchmark. I think
more like-
that's a
it's more like
relationship
a
benchmark.
flea
I'm gonna
market,
say,
really.
It was like a antique mall kind of thing.
Well, okay,
But-
sure.
Which is
sure. Go ahead.
basically
You got it.
booths of crap with
Boots
some
of crap, yes.
good
But
stuff
I
mixed in.
found the Mad Magazine Empire Strikes Back
Oh, wow.
issue.
Yep.
and
From 1980?
From 1980, and this is from 1983, The Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Mad
Oh,
Magazine.
Mr. T.
That is cool.
So I had to get them. And then this other one, I've been holding on to this for a few weeks. I was waiting for this week because I knew Brian would be on and because it is the finale week. But I have the Survivor 50 hardcover book.
Wow.
Wait for it. Signed by Jeff Probst.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wanted to buy
is
you that for
awesome.
Christmas, but it didn't come out until
I knew
March.
Brian would appreciate it. Brian and I, off the show, text each other about
Yes.
Survivor because we know none of the rest of you care.
Oh,
But
Jesus. Let me ask you a question. Is that a book plate in there with his
it
signature?
is a book plate, yes.
I just... Oh, did you listen to the book episode with Stuff Your Dreams Are Made Of? I was wondering
Yes.
about the author's signature comes 3 different ways.
Yes, yeah, and they have different levels of value on
And
the
book
collection.
plate's the worst.
Yeah.
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 That's
I
the
have
way
an
most of
Andy
them are
Weir
done.
on a book plate in my... But unfortunately in the worst book, in Artemis.
That's the way most of them are done on book plates.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's a very-
it's an interesting book. It's 99% pictures. I thought there'd be more text. When they say written by Jeff Probst, he didn't write very much, but
There are pictures going back to like
there are
Elizabeth
pictures that go all the way
Hasselbeck
back to
and-
season 1. There's a lot of behind the scenes. There's some actually really cool pictures where they pull back and
Yeah.
you see them
Oh,
filming,
those
and then
would
you
be
see
interesting
how
to
large
see.
of a crew
There's
is
100
actually there.
production
You see the
people
boom?
around them. Yeah.
You see the boom and
You
everything.
see the boom,
Oh,
but you see 100 production people around these 12
really
people on the beach.
wow.
That's
As somebody's
amazing.
like dying of heat exhaustion,
exactly,
and they're
yeah.
like, oh yeah, what's going on?
But I've said it a million times on the show. I've watched every single episode over 25 years. This season's been a lot of fun.
It's a great season.
So-
And for the first time ever, they said, oh, wait, we have to bring our judges in. It's like, they're judges?
Yeah, there was actually a controversial
There was a
call where they had to
controversial
actually
victory.
reverse something.
They had 5 judges. It's like, you have judges? We didn't know
Oh,
that.
that's interesting.
That was just Jeff.
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew that
Well-
because I also listened to the behind the scenes Jeff Probst podcast, which they're not
wow.
doing this season, but they've done it for like the last 5 seasons. So.
Okay.
Anyway,
Barry, Survivor's been a part of my house. Patty has watched every episode since the very beginning. I watch it intermittently, when I'm, eating or just want to be in the same room, with her. So
Just fun.
I've seen a lot of it.
time I can get this and baseball are the only times where my oldest son Brandon will actually sit in front of a TV screen.
Baseball, really?
He likes baseball and he likes
What-
Survivor.
Where did you go wrong in parenting him that he likes baseball sports?
Baseball is-
what's
Have
wrong
you
with
done a
that?
DNA test?
He's into it. He does fantasy baseball. He does the whole
Really?
thing. So yeah,
Oh man,
Go
I
figure.
gave up baseball when I watched the Red Sox for so many seasons,
Oh,
and they won the World Series. And then after a
Okay.
while, I said, what am I doing with 3 hours of my night? I
It's
want
a
that.
long time.
Daryl,
Yeah.
same exact thing. Okay, I watched until they won the first series, and then
Yeah.
I watched a little bit, and then they won the second series. It was so
Yeah.
much more fun being the underdog. Okay?
It was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like every bad moment in Red Sox history, from this '80s through the '90s, I watched it live. I
Yeah.
saw it happen. Bill
Yeah.
Buckner. Okay,
Buckner. Yeah.
Ooh.
and it's like I saw all those, and after that, it was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I
think
did
it was-
watch the '86 Mets when we were in college. A roommate, a
were
friend of
Mets.
ours, was
Yep.
fanatical, and it was exciting because no one ever thought that would happen. So that's the last time I watched baseball, other than when I had the really good seats from work that were free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Barry,
I've
maybe
done-
maybe your son will grow up and get his 3 hours back.
Yeah.
Every-
I've gone to a number of World Series games, Dave. Same way. Like went through work. Ticket was wasted on me, but I went.
As long as they give you got the free food, I'm in.
Yeah.
Free food.
A lot of good sweet tickets we had.
All right. I will throw it to Brian. What's in the box?
All right. I just picked this up today. It came in the mail from eBay.
Ooh!
This is Logan's Run stationery.
Oh wow!
So if you were getting something from the MGM offices while they're making Logan's Run,
Wow.
get it on the station. There's a number of sheets here.
Oh, that's
Logan's Run
awesome.
stationery.
That's so
It's like,
cool.
there's focus.
Very cool.
That
That's-
goes
that's
nicely
all-
with
and
that
it's-
Sandman costume that
Yeah,
I can
right
see
there.
right behind you.
Yeah. And it's the 50th anniversary. Is anyone
It is.
doing anything other than you for the
No.
50th anniversary?
No. And Mark Altman tried to get Jenny Agutter for
I'm sure he
me for the Star Trek convention, and she wouldn't come out. So
To the
I
Star
think
Trek convention.
you should do like your
Vegas.
own like kind of, I don't know, guerrilla thing. I think you at the next celebration, you should dress up and be a
and
runner.
just do it anyway.
Have a
Yeah.
runner go through.
Why don't you
and
chase
a bunch of Sandmen chasing him?
Chase
as a
the
counter
hood.
the
to
hoods? Chase the hoods.
as a counter to the running of the hoods. Like they're all going in this direction, and you come back the other way chasing a runner.
It's a not very celebrated movie, I'm afraid.
This is the year to do RunCon, and we dropped the ball.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
were talking
RunCon.
about RunCon. That's right.
That's right.
We haven't talked about that in a while. Jeez. Oh,
It has been a long time. I heard that they also at Celebration now beyond the Wilro hoods, they have guys that are all dressed up in the prison costumes from Andor, and they do
Yeah.
a run now too.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. All barefoot. Just
Yeah.
Yep.
One way out. One way out.
Gotta at least watch Logan's Run. I haven't seen it in a couple of years.
We should do that. We should definitely
Yeah,
do that.
it's coming up. Hey, you guys, yeah. One of the first episodes of your show I ever listened to was your review of Logan's Run.
We
Yeah,
weren't
You guys
kind,
did
I
a
don't
live-
think.
you guys
Lot
did
of- lot of
live
dead air
watch
there.
of Logan's Run.
We did
Yeah.
do a live watch. Was that
Yeah.
the
There was
first
a
live watch
lot
we
of
did?
dead air
It might
there.
have been. I mean, we all loved the movie, so it wasn't like we were trashing it.
Oh, it
but-
did sound like it from the live watch.
The special effects are, even though didn't it win an
It's
Academy
also-
Award?
It
It's
won the
awful.
Academy Award for special effects.
They're awful.
Right, but it's also, I mean, there are some very laggy spots in that, and it's one of those movies that compresses itself in your head,
Yeah, like
and then
Highlander.
when you actually watch it in real time and are expected to talk about it because someone thought it was a good idea, it's kind of like, yeah, and they're walking. More walking. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and re-listen to that. I haven't heard that episode in
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Well, you put the movie on and
So
listen to the
much
show.
walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Daryl, what do you got?
Jenny Agutter carries that.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yes.
She
No
does.
Hey, put it this
no
way:
question.
in a movie that Farrah Fawcett is in, Jenny Agutter still carries it. So
Yeah, that's right.
So Brian, was Jenny in the original Star Trek series?
No,
Or?
no, but the Trexperts do a side convention inside of the Las Vegas convention. They have their own stage, and last year
Okay.
they did a Space 1999
I
celebration.
see.
And this year they were talking about doing a Logan's Run celebration, but they couldn't get anybody from Logan's Run.
Really? I mean, it's the 50th anniversary. Why would these people? Are they all in England?
Yes.
Still, I guess. Michael York's still alive, right?
Yes.
Michael Yorkus, yeah.
We got to get them to
Last,
do something.
last year they had Martin Landau and Barbara Bain, and
not last year.
you know,
No. Not last year. Yeah.
Definitely not last year. Yep.
Definitely not last year. All right, so what I have is I have talked about on the show Mars Attacks before because I have backed various Kickstarter campaigns.
Oh yeah.
I love the Mars Attacks cards. I have every set except I did not have an original Mars Attacks set. It was always kind of unobtainium, a little bit out of reach. And I decided, with what I talked about earlier, my renewed focus on the things that I really want to kind of top off my core collections. I found a great set. Heritage has been doing a lot of really good non-sports card auctions lately. And I bid on and won an ungraded set of original Mars Attacks.
Oh my God!
Wow.
And I am extremely happy with the price I paid for this. I think the description didn't do it justice, and it was totally ungraded. And it followed a few sets that had gone over the past few months. One of which I bid on that was described as a pretty high grade set. It went for crazy money. This one I got for a lot less, and I actually got the cards in. I am so pleased with the condition of the cards. I could not have imagined
That's
putting
great.
this set together myself. So all in all, I think I got a really good deal. It was definitely worth the wait, and that completes my Mars Attacks.
I have a
collection.
reproduction set, but oh my God, that's awesome! I
So
love
they
those
put
cards.
that in their own heritage, in their own folder?
This is actually from actually that's funny. This is from the top series called Heritage Mars Attacks.
Oh, okay.
Space
I
trivia.
know, that's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, it is. That is really funny. So that's actually a card set that has the look and feel of the originals, but it's called Heritage. But it's a new story. That's the beauty that Topps has done several Mars Attacks stories, Mars Attacks Invasions, Mars Attacks, kind of revenge, over the years, where the war goes back and forth between the Martians and the humans, and it's really funny to kind of read the originals and then read the updates, and it's kind of that 50s technology that's still like frozen in time there, which makes it really.
Well, there's a
fun.
movie we should do a live watch to, Mars Attacks.
I would love to. I actually like the movie a lot.
It's got some fun. It's got some really fun bits in it.
There's one issue. Does anyone know what it is?
The director.
Yeah, it's a Tim Burton.
I thought you forgave Tim Burton, Dave.
It's all. I didn't forgive Tim. I forgave Maggie Gyllenhaal. I do not forgive
Maggie
Tim
Gyllenhaal,
Burton.
okay.
But that movie sucks anyway. I'm sorry, Daryl. It's awful.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
It's
I like
campy. I give you that.
It's campy.
Yeah.
It's over the top.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be a serious film, so it's
Anyway.
tongue in cheek. Anyway. All right, Todd, what do you have?
Okay, so I'm going to take what's in the box literally in the sense of it being. Boy, that almost showed up. I'm going to see if it never works when I do that. Look at that. Okay, I'm actually holding an iPad and it's showing up on screen. Are you seeing this? So this
Yes.
is wow. I always get a blank screen. So this is the newest Star Trek book, which was just released. It's in line with the Picard series. It's called To Defy Fate. It's written by Dayton Ward, who's written a lot of the best stuff. And it is. I'm halfway through it right now, and it is fantastic. Believe it or not, the principal character is Wesley Crusher, and it's the post. The godlike
Wesley
traveler, Wesley
Traveler Crusher, yeah.
Someone is trying to undo the decline of the Romulan Empire. So they're screwing with history and trying to undo events that led to the fall of and he's working with Picard and company trying to undo the things. But when you think about it, there's all these pivotal events that even that impact, but it ties into some real, like yesterday's Enterprise, okay, is huge because that was the Romulans were to some degree thwarted there, and it formed the alliance between the Klingons and the Federation. There's in the Pale Moonlight, Sisko's manipulation of the Romulans, undoing that. All these different things, there's all these different little touchstones that you can hit, but that hit, and going back all the way, this goes all the way back to Assignment Earth, too. So, in a very cool way, for the 60th anniversary, they've tied in, so far, almost every single series in this story, at least tangentially. The Guardian of Forever just showed up. And my theory in this is where they're gonna go with this, and I hope they do. I think they're gonna tie it to my favorite episode of the animated series, where Spock's death was prevented via the Guardian of Forever. And you take Spock out of the picture as a child, and that has a huge impact on the Romulans as well.
Oh.
So it's just a great story.
Is this a textbook or a graphic
Both.
novel?
It's both. It's released simultaneously as an audiobook and a textbook. And so I'm listening to the audiobook.
Okay.
I'm halfway through, but it's like I said, it's very, very good. So it's a matter of like little changes resulting in alternate timelines, and then trying to get these things back on track. And it's just like I said, I listened to most of these. I'm enjoying this more than most, and particularly because, like I said, they've tied in all these different these different elements together. One thing the one little discovery thing in this is the Kovac character, okay, from Discovery. They gave him, essentially the therapist guy that was like the guy that was meeting with everybody. They gave him a purpose that makes far more sense than they did in Discovery, and that he is basically all of these interactions that he's having with the Discovery crew. He is debriefing them on the time travel element of their experience. It's as opposed to like it's just this protracted therapy thing. It's like he is a principal in the Starfleet or the Federation thing that is trying to prevent time travel. So, anyways, it's excellent. They've Seven of Nine's in here, Guinan's in here, all the people that should be and are affected, and it works really, really well. Like one of the clever things is Seven of Nine is affected because the Borgs are all time synced. So when you change time, okay, she's still got implants. They're totally out of line with each other because everything is they're all synced. So anyways, like I said, it's excellent. I'm really enjoying it.
What's the title again, Todd?
Defy Fate, card to defy fate.
Okay.
And like I said, it's very well timed. But like I said, it's if you love Star Trek, it's so far it's brought in every single series in one way. Nothing
cool.
to. Oh, well, I was going to say nothing Voyager, 7 and 9's in there. So yeah, it's But
Cool.
anyways, and there's a lot to the story. So very cool.
All right,
Okay.
Dave.
I'll go. Barry's wearing this shirt, but I'll do two small things. This is a Star Wars shirt that they made way back in the 70s, but the Nerf Herders Workshop made it for Wonderfest. So I guess all three. Brian has one.
I have one too. Yeah.
We'll be wearing
this
that.
is a recreation of a T-shirt that the ILM staff wore. So it was a crew shirt back in '76.
The first crew
five
shirt.
or six.
Yeah,
It's what?
It's the very first crew shirt.
very first
Oh.
crew shirt.
And the very first Star Wars shirt ever, because no one knew what it was when they made it.
And I got to say, the Nerf Herder Workshop, which is a Facebook group we're on. I don't participate, more of a model making, but I follow them. They made these shirts, and they really did a really nice job. Good quality shirts. The official shirt of the Regular Joes podcast, Bella Canvas. And it really did a good image. So that's one thing.
What do the letters in orange say? So, Dave, you were holding up right,
it says Star
and
Wars.
your
It's just so
name.
good that they did not
Okay.
go with that for the logo. I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
that would not have.
And they
held up.
call this shirt the Star Nors shirt because the X-wing is obscuring the W.
Yeah.
Norse.
Okay, good. When you hold it up, your name is like right. You're holding up.
So, Dave, are you doing the Puma shirt?
Oh, there's.
I am.
Yeah, there's.
There you go.
I
Here
am
we have
doing
our
the
visual
Puma
aid.
You are doing the
Oh
Puma
yeah,
shirt?
Star
Okay.
Nars.
Because
Yeah.
I bought one of the blue work shirts with the short sleeves
Oh yeah.
with the pen pocket, so I can wear that. You can wear the Puma shirt. Barry wears it for the photograph. I'm working on the photograph.
Okay. Yeah, I'm making everything. I got all kinds of stuff, but I'll make shirts too. Why not?
Okay.
The other thing, this is more for me and Todd, I think. I have the latest Jack Carr book. This was a pre-order of a signed edition. And I remember seeing on his Facebook page that he was signing them. So here it is. But this is the second method of getting an autograph. This is he signed pages and then they were literally bound into the book.
Oh my goodness.
Which is actually better than I'm not
Better than
trashing the Jeff Probst thing, but it's more effort than doing the book plate. I guess the other way is he
Sign
has
the actual
been
book.
doing a world, I guess a national tour of the book, and he was actually 40 minutes from here, and I wish I had gone. I didn't realize that, but he's signing actual books. But this I got from Barnes & Noble. They may still have it. Regular book price, but just has the autograph page in it.
And is this what is this story? Is it?
This is a new story with a new character.
Okay.
It's not Chris Pratt. Who's the guy?
Reeves. James Reeves.
Yeah, it's not James Reeves.
The previous book that's the only one I haven't read yet is about James Reeves' father.
Yes, there's that one. This is a new, and he writes this with someone. This is former Navy SEAL and CIA ground branch operative Chris Walker.
Oh, he's a
And-
character in the.
Yeah, it's him, and he has a canine companion. That's what I liked about.
Okay,
it.
he's a character in the other books. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I like Jack Carr's books. It couldn't hurt to have it on the shelf. Don't love his politics. He was on Sean Hannity's show. Not my favorite. But what are you going to do? But he is, as a writer, and
just to give you an idea where those politics lie, his principal character's girlfriend in the series of books, the James Reeves books.
is Stormy Daniels.
No, it's not James Reeves. It's it's Reeves. Anyways,
It is James Reeves, I think.
is it James Reeves? Okay.
Yeah.
So his principal character's girlfriend is a Fox News commentator.
Oh God. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So that's just to let you know where that falls.
But he's a good writer. He's a thoughtful dude too. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and you know what? If you've had this guy's life experiences, you would probably lean a lot more that way. But
Even now.
what's that?
Even now.
No, I'm saying I'm talking
No.
conservative versus wacko. Okay,
Yeah, I get that.
they're two different things, and and I think he's more conservative than wacko.
Especially the current guy is the antithesis of a Navy SEAL.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I understand, and I understand conservative principles, and I believe that's what he ascribes to, not like Anyways,
Anyway, we won't go there. But so that's what's in the box. Yeah, I've been trying to. Good thing I got to say, and somebody who was it? Saturday Today or Sunday Today or something. I don't know. No, Regular Today show. They did a whole story on Barnes and Noble. In the day and age of everything through the mail, the Barnes and Noble stores are doing well.
Yep.
And I got to say, we've said this on the show, I think. You go in there, you can spend half an hour. There's so many cool things. It's a great place to get gifts. They're still thriving. They do a lot of autographed. Almost any author you can find, they do autograph signings, whether you just order them through the mail or whatever. You got to give Barnes & Noble a lot of credit.
And there's no markup on
No,
when it's a signed book.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
just have to get lucky to get it. But
Great.
But it's nice that you would really think a bookstore,
Yeah.
especially a big one, would not be in business anymore. But they're really doing the right thing. So
You know what was
one other
great-
cool thing with Jack Carr, if you go to his website, one other thing with Jack Carr, cool thing is if you go to his website, he's a gear guy. He's very much a gear guy.
Yeah.
He has all the gear used. Everything's real stuff, and he has all the gear, where to get it, and it's really kind of cool. So
Yeah.
like if you want the hatchet that he takes people out
I need
with,
that tomahawk hatchet thing.
you can get that tomahawk.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very cool.
Darryl, you
So
gonna say
Dave, I was going to say I saw that the same Barnes and Noble, and Noble's piece on NBC, and I was impressed because they've actually given, I guess, the managers or whatever the freedom to make every single store different and unique. So they're not just cookie cutters. They want to make.
There's a lot of
every-
regionalization and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean
yeah.
that's tough to do, but I love that freedom because everything's personalized. And my hat's off.
And what's going to sell, and what you should be pushing in a Barnes and Noble in Massachusetts is very different than in Chattanooga.
sure.
You know, it's
Right.
so that's smart marketing.
Yeah.
Very
But
smart.
there isn't a time that I haven't I gotta get someone a gift. What I'll go walk around Barnes and Noble. You'll always find a book or even something else there that somebody there's everyone whether someone who grows orchids, you get a book on orchids. Someone's into Lego, they sell Lego.
Yeah.
I highly recommend Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
agreed.
Cool. I think we had a last thought.
Yeah, as we were getting ready to record, I saw this that voice actor Tom Kane passed away. Probably best known for doing the voice of Yoda in the Clone Wars and a lot of Star Wars video games and shows and animation. But his voice was everywhere. You even if you don't know the name, you've heard his voice. He was the the main narrator on a lot of award shows and tons of commercials and Powerpuff Girls and just anything you can think of. His voice was on. He had a stroke in 2020, and he's been sort of not in great shape since that. But yeah, he had 9 kids. He leaves a wife and nine children. And Derryl, you were saying before we started recording that you knew him.
Yep, I knew Tom. His heart was just as big as his character and his voices. We struck up kind of a relationship when I was at Hasbro, and I was able to supply him a lot of the things for his philanthropic efforts. You know, he would call us up and ask, and I think he recorded like one or two one-off greetings for us. You know, for executives or something. I forget the actual reasons, but it was a nice little, you know, quid pro quo we were able to do. He was an amazing guy, and I think he will be missed. He was a fantastic personality.
Yeah, I mean, I met him once back in 2012 at a Star Wars celebration, and I knew I had a picture, so I went and looked for it, and I sent it to you guys before. I wasn't connecting the dots that my kids were going to be so young in the photo, but we've got this great photo of Tom with all 3 of my kids and my wife's little sister when they were all very young, and it's just, I looked at the picture and it just made me smile. Yep. They were all so excited to be meeting him. While we were meeting him, he was doing voices and he was entertaining my kids. Like, you know, it was we went there to get an autograph for one of my kids, and he probably did 10 minutes of material for them, and it was just, he was just such a nice guy. So definitely will be missed, and had a great career. So.
Yep.
Well said. And with that, thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening and watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.